Basketball top 20 Bullis rises as playoffs near, while Paul Vi remains number 1. After beating Episcopal on January 19, Bullis coach Bruce Kelley felt his team had turned a corner. The Bulldogs had suffered some upsets in December and at the start of the new year, but with their roster returning to form and with star guard Vado Morse free of injury and leading the charge, Kelley felt his team had re-emerged as a contender in the Interstate Athletic Conference. The Bulldogs made good on his prediction with a win over Georgetown Prep this week. While several teams in the rankings endured losses this week, Bullis moved up 3 spots. Theodore Roosevelt tied the Bulldogs for the biggest jump in this week's list, as one of the teams potentially primed for a second-half surge ahead of conference tournament and playoff time. Here are this week's rankings. 1. Paul Vi, 19-2, last week. Won despite playing without senior guard Brandon Slater. The Panthers beat O'Connell and Roselle Catholic, NJ, in consecutive days. 2. Gonzaga, 18-1, LW. 2. Terrence Williams buzzer-beating putback sealed a 1-point win over O'Connell on Tuesday. 3. DeMatha, 18-3, LW. 3. The Stags picked up wins over St. John's, 65-62, Good Counsel, 74-36, and the Patrick School, 79-69, this week. 4. Loudoun Valley, 17-1, LW. 4. Senior guard Jalen Williams had a school record 10 three-pointers in the Vikings' 87-56 win over Loudoun County on Friday. 5. Rock Creek Christian, 13-3, LW. 6. Senior forward Jermaine Harris had 18 points as the most valuable player in the Eagles' win over Fairmont Heights on Saturday. 6. Georgetown Prep, 15-4, LW. 5. The Little Hoyas answered Friday's loss to Bullis by beating St. John's, 59-58, on Sunday. 7. St. John's, 13-7, LW. 7. The Cadets downed Carroll but had close losses to DeMatha and Georgetown Prep this week. 8. Eleanor Roosevelt, 10-4, LW. 8. After an overtime loss to defending Maryland 4A state champion Perry Hall on Monday, the Raiders beat Suitland, 61-57, on the road. 9. St. Vincent Pallotti, 18-6, LW. 12. After a 21-point loss to Mount St. Joseph to start the week, the Panthers beat Spalding and Calvert Hall. 10. Bishop O'Connell, 15-6, LW. 11. In between 2 late losses to Gonzaga and Paul Vi, the Knights beat Bishop Hiriton, 66-47, on Wednesday. 11. Friendship Tech, 15-3, LW. 10. The Titans' 82-68 defeat to Carroll on Saturday was their first loss since December 27. 12. Bullis, 14-6, LW. 15. Guard Vado Morse had 21 points, while guard Lincoln Uter had a double-double, in upset win over Georgetown Prep on Friday night. 13. Riverdale Baptist, 16-8, LW. 16. Guard Donovan Antoni continued his surging season with 27 points in an 85-53 win over Idea on Friday. 14. Marshall, 16-2, LW. 17. The Statesmen beat Lee, Falls Church and Wakefield this week to push their win streak to 12 games. 15. Wise, 12-4, LW. 9. The Pumas have lost 3 of their last 5 games after falling to Bowie, 59-52, on Friday. 16. Theodore Roosevelt, 22-3, LW. 19. The Rough Riders averaged about 84 points a game in 3 wins this week. 17. Potomac, MD, 12-2, LW. 13. An 86-84 defeat at Fairmont Heights on Friday pushes the Wolverines to 1-2 in their last 3 games. 18. Springbrook, 15-2, LW. NR. The Blue Devils re-enter the rankings after guard Matthew Ballank had 29 points to lead a 80-76 win over Paint Branch on Friday. 19. Paint Branch, 12-3, LW 14. The Panthers lost to Kennedy and Springbrook this week by a combined 7 points, ending their 12-game winning streak. 20. South County 16-3, LW, NR. With 5 straight wins, the Stallions return to the top 20. Dropped out, number 18 St. Andrews, 15-5, number 20 River Hill, 14-2 Bubble, Wilson, 21-8, St. Andrews, 15-5, Freedom South Riding,